Here we are, morning on the mountain. Breakfast. And that big pile of rocks right in the dead center. We're gonna go into the chute to the left of that. We're thinking this thing in the far distance, right in the dead center, with the horizontal snowfield on the very top, is Trojan. So that's where we're going to be spending the day. Big day, 5,400 feet of gain. Here we are. Going to go to the left of this main outcropping in the center there. There's a snowfield. And we're looking at the very distant hill in the very center is probably Trojan.
The trees up there, they become skyline trees.
Yeah.
And you camped up among those trees. Oh, you were up there. You weren't further.
So for Williamson, you camp in the trees, right in the dead center.
I don't know. I think it was.
And you climb up to those gendarmes.
I bet we can't see it yet.
Dead center, those two teeth.
Right,
And there's Williamson back there, way back. And just into that snowy chute, dead center. That's where we're going.
And you know, you can get into that.
Williamson. And looks like it might be a rock climb instead of a snow climb. Low snow year. So we're thinking that's Barnard behind Michael there. And we're going up over here for Trojan. Whoopee, that's not Barnard. That's it way back there. Oh my goodness. Oh well. First, Trojan, which is right there. Here we are, 12 o'clock. Oh yeah, still a little bit alive. There's George Creek. That thing dead center. We came to the right of that. There's a little lake. There's the fall summit that you can see down from below. There's kind of a upright rock. And man, oh man, that's Barnard over there. We're supposed to go get that today. I don't know about that. Is that Mount Whitney over there?
Yeah, Whitney.
Oh man, the thing with the big nose.
Yeah, Russell to the left.
Russell to the left. A little bit lower.
A little bit lower is Carillon.
Carillon.
Left of Carillon is Tennessee.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, Michael.
All right.
Did it again.
That's Williamson Bowl down there. Pretty cool.
Williamson Bowl, there's Tyndall. Right?
That's Tyndall right here.
Right there in front, yeah. And there is Williamson. Nasty pile of rock. Oh. And there's Independence and Lone Pine, all those wonderful bottles of beer. Oh my gosh. Woohoo! We have a decision to make. We can either follow this ridge that runs up to Barnard, or we can drop down 1,000 feet, which is one of the described routes in the literature. We're just gonna get out here to this promontory and look down and decide. All right, here's the ridge, and this looks totally doable. And we're just gonna stay out of the snow. There's a couple of places that we need to avoid, but we're going for it. So easy class 2 boulders, pretty solid sand. This is no problem at all. There's the low point between the two peaks. It's taking us about 20 minutes to get here. So okay, here we are. We've got a wall in front of us. We look to the right and there's just a huge chute and a cliff. So we've got to down climb this, get down to those rocks, and go around that corner, but we can't see what's over there. But that's the only choice. Oh no. Well, you got the anchor in. Just kick some steps in there. Well, aim for the rock. What was that?
It's easy.
It goes? All right, we're in business. Yoo-hoo! All right, here's the second slot where we got to drop down there and cross. Pretty obvious. There's been some pretty interesting third-class moves through here. This is not second class. All right, Michael. Ow! 325. And we are on Mount Barnard. We left, what was the other one? Trojan. At 1 o'clock. And there's Mount Whitney over there. Russell in front of it. Anyway, that's where we came from. Dead center down there, that's George Creek. Oh, and there, dead center is Williams. And in front of it is Trojan, and there's the ridge run we just did. Third class. And heavy shadow, sharp thing, Tyndall, Versteeg in front of that. And there's the Kauai's. Oh yeah, absolutely gorgeous, beautiful day. Michael, you're the man.
All right, Rudy, great job.